In Austin, I'm Mark Mullins. As the city of Round Rock grows, police say so are complaints about pocket bikes, often driven by teens. Those are essentially mini motorcycles that can travel at high speeds. Reporter Adam Bennett shows us what's legal and where, and how police are trying to spread the word.
All right, let's start with the obvious. It is not the best day to ride a bike here in Round Rock, but the rain will go away eventually, the sun will return, and so will the crowds of people over holiday break, especially kids that are out of school and families that are together. And now Round Rock police are trying to educate them on what types of vehicles are allowed on these trails and on the streets, and which ones are not. Along Heritage Trail in Round Rock, horses once were the preferred method of travel. These days, people saddle up on something different.
It's the concern amongst the community and also within the department.
Officer Taylor Robertson is with the Round Rock Police Department's Motors Unit. He says his department's gotten more than 20 complaints in the last year of kids riding pocket bikes through public streets and paths and cutting through others' private property.
Those things can exceed 35. They advertise them as traveling 50 miles per hour. So now you're putting something that goes 50 miles per hour on a sidewalk.
Motor vehicles that may be on kids' holiday wish lists.
We're trying to mainly educate the parents at this point of what is legal for their child to be on, what's really safe for their child to be on. Welcome back to Taylor's Traffic Talk.
Officer Robertson starred in this video posted by Round Rock PD a week earlier. It breaks down e-bikes versus pocket bikes and what's legal.
So here's a quick rundown. E-bikes must have pedals, can't go faster than 28 miles per hour, and must be less than 750 watts. Such as these. If your bike checks those boxes, you can go wherever a regular bike can go, unless it's otherwise posted. Now, we don't mean to be fun suckers, but in Texas, what's not legal on streets, bike paths, or trails are electric dirt bikes, pocket bikes, or mini motorbikes. Those are only allowed on private property according to state law.
It's drawn questions and comments online and offline, both out in the community and within the department.
I had a couple officers that came up and said, honestly, I didn't know that.
Relaying rules for roads and trails as this city and the way people move within it evolve. Adam Bennett, KVUE News.
Cap Metro is bringing 37 new hybrid buses to the streets of Austin. Cap Metro's board of directors approved the $45 million purchase. Cap Metro staff said the hybrid buses will replace existing diesel buses. The new buses will be about 25% more fuel efficient than the older ones. Staff say that the move is good for customers, too.
We're focusing on addressing critical issues, ensuring safety and dependability, improving our operational efficiencies, driving sustainability, and enhancing customer experience. So looking at those metrics, we decided to undertake the hybrid bus procurement approach for the next procurement of the buses.
Funding for the buses will come from the agency's fiscal year 2027 capital budget. The San Marcos Police Department is making sure officers are better equipped to respond to mental health emergencies. Malia Masamoto has more on a new certification program that all of their frontline officers have achieved.
Where's Governor Abbott? Hey, Governor Abbott.
It's something police departments across the nation are dealing with.
Everybody feels the service demands associated with mental health. Mental health calls just continue to increase.
San Marcos Police Chief Stan Standridge says the city has received more than 8,000 calls for service related to mental health. So the department had a goal to get all its frontline officers certified as mental health peace officers.
It is incredibly unique to have such a high percentage where the majority of frontline patrol officers are in fact certified as mental health peace officers.
To meet that goal, officers spent hours training in de-escalation and crisis intervention, also listening to speakers with real lived experience and using virtual reality technology.
Those are the types of headsets that you can put on and actually have the officers go through mimic scenarios dealing with persons in crisis in a virtual reality, which is probably going to provide more realistic outcomes for when they actually do experience that out on the streets.
This type of training is as a result of calls from the community for police officers to have a better understanding of mental health situations and how to best respond to them. The department also has a mental health unit with 5 peace officers and a mental health clinician who specifically respond to mental health calls and check on people in the community. But now that more officers have this certification, Chief Standridge says those specialized teams will be able to work proactively.
What we now have got to figure out is how to diversify that workload across a 24/7 organization so that we can do even more case management to prevent that crisis.
All in pursuit of the department's long-term goal of preventing mental health crises and use of force in as many situations as they can. In San Marcos, Malia Masimoto, KVUE News.
Georgetown ISD has a new elementary school opening its doors this August. The district's board voted to name the new school Ames Elementary after Jessie Daniel Ames, a women's suffrage and civil rights leader with strong ties to the area. Ames was born in Texas in 1883 and attended Southwestern University in Georgetown, and a new residence hall there was just named in her honor. She started the Georgetown Equal Suffrage League in 1916 and helped to make Texas the first Southern state to ratify the 19th Amendment, which gave women the right to vote. She was also one of the city's first female business owners. The new school will serve students on the east side of Georgetown. Pedestrian safety improvements are now in place near Zilker Elementary School. New flashing solar beacons were installed at 3 locations around the campus. The city also added 6 pedestrian crossing islands along Bluebonnet Lane and a protected bike lane stretching from Del Curto Road to Rabb Road. There is also a new curb extension at Rundell Place and Ann Arbor Avenue. The work was funded through the city's 2016 and 2020 mobility bonds, as well as the Safe Routes to School program. Austin-Travis County EMS celebrated a major milestone. 17 new paramedics were sworn in as part of a graduation ceremony at the Texas State Capitol. Chief Robert Luckritz says that it's a great step forward in improving the department's staffing and a jumping-off point for many medics to advance their careers.
What I would tell them is to be innovative, think outside the box, challenge status quo, and really set your sights for what their future can be in EMS, because there are so many growth and opportunities out there.
Chief Luckritz also says the graduation will bring the department down to a 14% vacancy rate. Those are the headlines in Austin. I'm Mark Mullins.